Hello. Welcome to Project ARGO, a conversion of Arma 3 and a prototype which is now being developed under Bohemia Incubator. When playing Project ARGO, you will be able to choose one of our 3 scenarios, from which each will provide a different game experience. To enjoy the peak of tactical planning, try Clash. The largest gameplay area and slowest gameplay pace offers space for tactical maneuvering, flanking and long-distance battles. In Clash, clouds and flames fight over a part of Malden on which some of the valuables from USS ARGO have landed. The goal of both teams is to gradually seize sectors in the area by flying the faction flag and eventually to attempt to capture the enemy base. At the beginning, both teams start with 3 owned sectors from which they embark to neutral points placed in the center of the battlefield. If they successfully seize one of these neutral points, a route deeper into enemy territory opens up. During the phase concerning neutral points, both factions are in the position of attacker. In the event of fighting over owned sectors, one of the factions is always defending their position, while the other is invading their territory. Attacking one faction's base is always unique, as this phase can be one of the most challenging to complete. The scenario can be won in 2 ways. First is by capturing the opposite faction's base. The second is to achieve the score count of 7. The gameplay situation can be changed by capturing an airdrop. Seizing airdrop will provide an advantage to the team, which captured it in similar way as in the raid and link scenarios. In Clash, the airdrop will supply your team with the following. The attacking side will receive reinforcement in the form of respawn, while the reward for the side defending is a reduction of the time limit which the attackers have to complete their invasion. Enough said. Load your weapons and conquer the battlefield. Hello. Welcome to Project ARGO, a conversion of Arma 3 and a prototype which is now being developed under Bohemia Incubator. Upon entering the game, the player is able to choose from 3 different scenario types. Each scenario is different and there is something for everyone. For example, Raid is distinctive for its medium-paced, tactical 5 vs 5 gameplay, taking place in a rather small, predefined and restricted area. In this scenario, the player's goal is to either hack a device which holds valuable data or defend it from the attackers. This intel-containing device is placed on one of 3 predefined places, which are marked by graffiti. If you're a defender, your task is to protect the intel from enemy attack for the duration of 7 minutes. If you're an attacker, 7 minutes is the time you have been provided with to locate, hack, and download the protected intel. Help your team fulfill the win condition 3 times to win the whole match. Every raid compound has a certain number of entry points. Some are more apparent, some are nothing more than holes in the wall which are harder to find, but will provide a stealthier approach. In total, attackers can use up to 7 entry points, which means that defenders at the maximal capacity of 5 are not able to defend every entry point all the time. This provides a slight advantage to the attackers, who should be able to infiltrate the compound unseen. On the other hand, the defenders have the advantage of knowing the exact position of the intel device, but they're unable to leave the compound. Even when attackers locate and successfully hack the objective, there is still hope for the defenders. They have the option to disrupt the download for a limited amount of time. Every round can end in 3 different ways, either by successful download of intel, death of all the members of one team, or expiration of the time limit. The tides of gameplay can also be changed by the airdrop, which offers a different reward depending on which side captured it. For attackers, the reward would be a revelation of the intel device position. For defenders, the airdrop shortens the mission time limit significantly.
We have secured the airdrop.
After a round ends, points are distributed and the players go to the next round. The asymmetry of the raid scenario provides enough excitement whether you're playing as a defender or attacker. Both sides require a tactical approach, and maybe because of that, Raid will become your favorite scenario in Project Argo. Sign up for one of the factions, whether that's Corporate Clouds or the Tribe-like Flames. We'll see you on the battlefield. Hello. Welcome to Project Argo, a conversion of Arma 3 and a prototype which is now being developed under Bohemia Incubator. The player can choose from 3 Project Argo specific scenarios which differ in gameplay pace, size of the playable area and types of objectives. For fast-paced gameplay, there is Link, where you need to capitalize on team communication, agility, and quick decision-making. In Link, both teams are striving to achieve the ultimate goal, activating a full set of search array devices by connecting and holding localizing nodes in a predefined order. The team which prevails by establishing the connection 3 times and holds it enables their faction to localize important valuables in the area and obviously achieves a glorious victory. The search array devices are divided into several types. Near the edge of the location, 2 smaller devices called 1A and 1B are placed. Close to the actual center of the map, you can find a device N2, and in the actual midst of gameplay is the last device called Main. Each site has a full set of these devices at their disposal and needs to establish the connection from the smallest, furthest device up to the main. Devices 1A and 1B are equal in value, but both provide certain tactical advantages when captured and are required for capturing Node 2. Only after Device 2 is captured can the team try claiming Main. Seizing and holding these devices is the win condition in Link's scenario. When you seize and while you hold the nodes, these devices generate points, and a goal of both factions is to achieve the winning point count before the other team. The gameplay is not centered solely around the main device, but can also be concentrated in its close proximity or around Device 2. But be warned, the function of this device can be disrupted by the enemy, and this could put your whole mission in jeopardy. When capturing the node, be aware of your surroundings, and don't hesitate to bring another friendly player with you, or even go scramble the enemy node to keep them busy. On top of this, the situation can be changed by an airdrop. When it's captured, it disables the ability to seize devices, scramble connection, or generate points from owned devices for the opposing faction. A mechanic which distinguishes Link scenario from the others the most are the respawn tickets. Respawn tickets allow players to quickly return to the battle after they have been eliminated. At the start of the match, both factions have 5 respawn tickets at their disposal. These are depleted by respawning or friendly killing. Respawn tickets can be regained by eliminating a player from the opposing faction. The round can end in 3 different ways. Firstly, depletion of respawn tickets by one faction. Secondly, expiration of the time limit, which will result in victory for the faction which was able to generate more points from their devices. Or thirdly, when one of the factions achieves the target point count. Choose one of the factions and get to linking.